My name is Nick Mulvey, and you are watching the AU Review at South by Southwest.
Thanks so much for your time.
Pleasure, Larry.
How's South by Southwest treating you so far?
We're having a blast. It's full on. It's kind of non-stop. There's just so much going on, and we've caught a lot of bands and seen some crazy people.
What have been some of the highlights of the bands you've seen, or some of the crazy people, or you know, maybe
or both.
some of the crazy people
were in the bands. Yeah. One of the things that really sticks out was a UK band called Royal Blood last night. Those guys absolutely tore up the BBC introducing stage. It was really like strong music.
Are you playing the same stage at all during the festival?
I'm not, no. My gig tonight is in St David's Chapel, I think it's called.
Beautiful venue.
Is it?
Absolutely.
I haven't been there yet.
Venue. I imagine you've played in a church at some point in your career.
Done a few churches in my time so far, yeah.
It's always a great place to perform. Do you have a sort of venue setting that you enjoy the most? Seated, standing festival? Is there something that you think works best with your music?
Personally, I like the variety. You know, over the course of doing a lot of shows, it's nice to have change. But in the past, I would have said seated because you were guaranteed a certain focus from the crowd. But then recently, I've been getting that focus anyway, and when you have that with a standing crowd, it's got even more energy. So to have a standing crowd who are all full of that energy but still focused is great. So
South by is a good opportunity to get a bit of both worlds.
Yeah, I mean, we did one show yesterday, an unofficial show, and it was in this noisy bar. We had like 2 minutes to sound check, and then within that we had to fix the PA anyway. It was like a real South by.
Does that almost take you back to like your first gig, like?
A little bit actually, yeah. You know, where you have to hang around on stage while you have every and any technical like problem, and then, but everybody knows that here, and we kind of went for it, and it worked out.
It's amazing seeing like some of the bands back in Australia that are huge there, that are reduced to kind of going back to the basics. But would you say that's a good thing, like for bands, for artists to kind of do that every now and then?
I think so. Yeah. It makes you really just remember what your show is without any of the frills of a big stage. You know, how do the songs hold up without any lighting and stuff like that, and what it means to really impress yourself on an audience.
So now the only videos I've seen of you are solo, and I assume you're performing solo here?
Yeah.
But do you perform at home with a band at all?
That's coming. I've been putting a band together over the last weeks and should be ready for the summer.
So that's the next step?
It is actually, yeah. It's very exciting.
So you fill us in on what's coming up for you in the year ahead.
So I'm releasing my debut album in May. I'm proud to tell you, May the 12th, to be precise. And then we will do festivals around the UK and some in Europe throughout the summer, and that will be with the band. So I've got the band shows, and then there'll be a tour in the autumn and October. And yeah, who knows what else? We'll see.
And what's it been like, you know, working with Communion as a label? I mean, it's we'll wait until he drops this off before you answer the question. But yeah, I mean, working with Communion as a label, what's that been like?
I mean, working with Communion has been a joy because they let it be, and they're just really supportive, and they have a great kind of network that kind of, I don't know, this is very authentic.
Are there any artists that you looked at on that label before you kind of were on it yourself? Because it's become so iconic in the last few years, not just in America, sorry, not just in the UK, but all around the world.
I like many of the artists they put out, There was Michael Kiwanuka's record I thought was beautiful. Ben Howard, the Staves. I could feel that there was a pattern of my peers sort of working with them, and that was quite attractive for me.
And now Australia, are there any plans to get down under?
I can't wait to get to Australia. The plans are brewing, some support slots. I can't mention quite yet what that tour will be, but there's a plan afoot, and then on my own terms, at the right time coming up, I can't wait to get there to release the album, and I love Australia.
Fantastic. Well, we'll let you eat your burger. Enjoy South by Southwest, and thank you very much for taking the time.
Cheers, Larry. Nice to meet you. Bye.